Hello and welcome back to Rossgo Soft. I am Rossgo and this is Rossgo Gaming. Now, as you can see from what's in front of you and the time lapse you've just watched, I've spent a bit of money and upgraded our offices for a couple of reasons. One, I wasn't expecting to make so much money so early on, and two, I think we just need bigger teams. The operating team was too small. Not very funny, the operating team was in this little room here. And that's a big piece of work, so the OS team has been upgraded. So this is the ground floor of the new building. We've got a little reception area. And then we go in, let me put the tags, room labels on so you can see, and let's get rid of the lights. So, you have a toiletette, a couple of toilets here and some vending machines. Go in and you've got the support leaders room and the OS leaders room. And this is the OS room. I've left plenty of space for expansion. Obviously in the future I'd imagine it gets harder and harder to produce these things because there's more and more that goes into it. And now we've also got a lounge here. Which is always good, keeps the people happy. There are toilets dotted around the place, all over the place. There's one, for example. We've got a connection through to the canteen. Lovely little kitchen there. Couple of toilets and a canteen. Nothing too exciting. Next floor up, we have the marketing team. So marketing leader and marketing. And we have a couple of offices. So they can have meetings and get-togethers and things like that. Another toilet. And then if you come this side of the building, we've got the core team, which I have expanded. We've added a few more desks in, and we've got the core team leader. We've got a toilet there and an air conditioning room. We've also got some expansion space. I'm thinking maybe a 2D editor team or something like that. 2D stroke 3D maybe. And then we go up to the next floor, and again on this floor we've got an empty office space which we will use in the future. We've got a server room, a toilet, and the design team. Again, I've left this room quite spacious, so if we do need to expand the design team, there's plenty of space for desks. And over on this side of the building we have the support team. Following suit, I've expanded the team. Well, expanded the desks. We will expand the team in the future, because the more and more products we put out, the more and more work the support team has to do. As for our old building, ignore that, that's my Photoshop area for the episode. As for the old building, it's empty at the moment. Now we will make use of it. We may demolish it and build a new building. I'm thinking maybe a distribution centre, things like that, but for the time being this is where it's all going to happen. Now we've also bought the car park to the left of the building, and we still own the car park here. If that's not enough, I will buy some more car parking space. I think it looks quite nice. Look at these boring offices. Boring, boring, boring. Rossgo Soft. And right, so let's get back into the game. We'll come out of here and press play. Now all the people are coming over to their new offices. There's something wrong with that. Okay, what if I just move that over? Will that make you happy? It does, because apparently people couldn't get to it. I have left a lot of space for foyers and that on this. I suppose we could put a corridor in here and make this into a room if necessary. Plus we can always expand upwards. There's plenty of space upwards. There's plenty of land to buy. So at the moment we've got the core team. Where are we at? So we've got Marketing Rossgo Wave, Marketing Rossgo Wave Plus. Are they still both selling? Okay, so Rossgo Wave, so nothing in the last month. So we could probably end marketing on that. End. and we'll put all our efforts into the Rossgo Wave Plus. We've got support for Rossgo Wave going on. We've still got a lot of users. 251,000 users. And we've also got 224,000 users on the Wave Plus. Now, Rossgo Brain's on hold at the minute, our operating system, which is in this room here. So, I feel this should be our priority, getting this team up and running. Now, what does the Brain need? It needs estimated code 54.8 and estimated art 520. So, have we got a team leader for the... I'm sure we have. Show employees. Now this is a team leader. We need him to be... Okay, so if I get 2, 4, 6 art... Well, no, if we train him up in HR management, he can do this all for himself. OS operating system, HR management. Must have taken a course. Okay, so he needs to take the course. Employees, educate, HR management. That is a 6-month course. That's not great. So we've got any teams in? Are they all out training? Because I'm sure I sent the Rossgo, the core team out training. The Rossgo Wave team. I love these letters, by the way. I think they're great. They're available on the workshop. If you can't be bothered to look for them, look for my collection, and all the items I'm using off the workshop are in there. Yes, so the core team is away as well. Did we make money? We made 4.8 million. That's always good. How many have we got in stock? The Plus, we don't have many in stock, so I'm just going to order some copies. How many copies do we want? How much would that cost me? £1 million. And it's made 22 million profit, so it's definitely worth the money. And we made £7.2 million. That is not bad. Okay, have we got any teams in yet? Nope. Oh, I've put a cat. Wake up, just. Okay, I've put a canteen in, but I haven't actually hired any staff. So we need to hire a cook. We will hire 3 cooks, 8 till 12, 12 till 4, and then we will have a couple of hours off and do that for the evening shift. That sounds good to me. Do we have a marketing team leader? Marketing, employees, we do not. So let's do that. Hire employees, lead, medium salary, begin looking. Now we want this for the marketing team. Okay, let's go by skill and find. That's not bad. We'll hire Mary Andrews. Now we have to go find Mary Andrews in the team. Change role to leader. Okay, educate HR management. What budget have we got on? Let's bump that up to 30,000. Support. We haven't missed any on Rossgo Wave Plus, which is great. We've got 499,000 active users on the Plus and 62,000 on the Wave. That means they're crossing over slowly. And that's why you don't click on another screen, because it reduces the game and stops recording. I have issues recording this game, but I enjoy playing it, so we'll battle through. As you can see, I've designed my own momentary issue screen. I think I'm going to need it for this, because I don't have much luck when I come to recording Software Incorporated. Planet Coaster, no problem. This game doesn't seem to like being recorded. Anyway, we've skipped forward a little bit. I did record this, but it recorded it with no volume. So you couldn't hear me speaking. So now we're going to try again. I've skipped forward so my team leaders would come back, because they're on HR management training at the moment. The core team's back from their training. I've got them working on the Rossgo Brain for the time being until we set the OS team up. The designers have worked on Rossgo 2D, which my core team are acceptable in 2D. So when we get our OS leader back and set up the team, they can take over on the Brain, and then my core team can take over on the Rossgo 2D. Rossgo Wave Plus is doing exceedingly well. We've got 1.3 million users, which is the most I've ever had on any product. I was thinking this series would take a bit longer till we became millionaires, but currently we have £103 million plus £41 million in our rainy days fund. So yes, the team leader's office is there, if I'm correct. Let me just put on the labels. Yes, so that's our OS team leader's office. I'm hoping... Can I go to Teams? Let's get Teams up. Go OS, Employees. Can I go to where he is? No? Okay, so if we go OS, HR Management. Right, he's back. Excellent. So, I think artist-wise, we'll make this side of the room artists. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm allowing you 6 artists, and then we've got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 programmers, which should be plenty. You can handle wages, you can handle complaints. Role selection don't change. Hire 4, best roles. Hired 4. I suppose we'd go hired 4, wouldn't we? Salaries, monthly expenses. Can I give them a budget? Salary, I'm quite happy for you to go high. This is the OS. Education level. Minimum education cooldown. How many months to wait between sending employees for education? How about every 3 months? Maximum amount of employees to send off at once. So so I think you can afford to have 2 employees out at a time. Duration of education, 2 months. Specialization, well, let's have a look at the brain. Systems, 3D, 2D, audio. Where did I find that? So we don't need physical. Audio's fine. Network, we're probably... I think we'll have all of... We don't need physical though, do we? We'll just go with that, and then in the future, if we need to... any of those skills, we'll have them. Okay, I can't change any budget or anything, so that's enabled. So ultimately, tomorrow we should have a whole team of OS, if I've done this correctly. I am learning as I go because I don't normally set up teams. I try and micromanage every little detail. And I'd imagine that'll get quite tedious with the size of operation we're planning. So, how much did we make this month? We made £8.8 million. What was that notification? Employees not having their social needs met. An open working environment. Well, that's quite open. I can't make it much more open than that. The cook can't find the stove. There? Someone's found it because they've made food. Do I have to set this as a kitchen? Lounge? Anyone? Leaders? Do I have to set it as a canteen? Will that make her happy? Oh yes. There we go. That solves that problem. Right, have I got an OS team? I have got an OS team. And they're bored. So we're going to assign the OS team to this. And Rossgo 2D we're going to assign to the core team. And then our design team can work on the new audio tool. For now we're just going to have to go with the most popular 2D editor. It's not an original, it is a follow-up to Rossgo. Wait, when did that come out? 1985. And we're going to call it Rossgo Wave X. We need an operating system. We will go with a couple of those, like so. And that's the design team, so develop for the design team. So we've got Rossgo Brain at 24.62 code, and we're looking at 54.8. Artwork's at 4.7, we're after 5.2. Should we have a review it in the state it is at the moment? Rossgo Wave Plus does not meet demand. We seriously can't order enough copies of this product. Order copies. There we go. That should keep us going. Rossgo Wave Plus has made £92 million in profit. It's got 1.5 million users. This is amazing. So what were we doing? We were reviewing the brain. Yeah, that needs a lot more work. 2D editor, what are we expecting on that? 7 lines of code, 3 art. Okay. The Rossgo 2D shouldn't take too long to do. I do feel we need to jump on the bandwagon and get a 3D team in, because 3D, there wasn't any 3D releases. There's one coming up there. 2D. Yeah, see, there's not many 3D editors. So, if I copy and paste these desks across, and we're going, why is it doing that? Duplicate, and I've got a random desk there, like so. I'm just going to move that one into there for the leader. Spin it round, and there we go. So yes, why are you coming in here? Furniture types, so I can, well that selects all the desks. Now we need a colour. I haven't had red yet. That's the wrong bit. So let's have a nice deep red colour on those, and then we're gonna select the chairs, colour them, seat, a nice deep red like that. There we go. So now, have I missed development on the audio software? Is it on its way down or up? It's on its way down. Oh my god. Pay attention. Rossgo, sort it out. Right. We are going audio tool, Rossgo, wave, and now I can't type. Rossgo wave X. It is not an original IP, it is a follow-up. We're going to put it on server 5. We are going to add operating systems. We're going to choose a 2D editor, and we've ticked everything. We give it to design, develop. Now I need to pay attention to that. So can I have one of these dividers, please? Thank you. And we can do that. And we will recolor it. No, we will do that one. And we want it red. Apply. And duplicate. Go, and now if we select that one, 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 and that one, and duplicate, Bob's your uncle. I feel that's a bit too many there, so we'll delete that one, delete that one, that one, that one, and select that one and that one, and I could have just moved them, but instead I duplicated. So that seems like a good setup so far. I'm just going to copy and paste this little seating area across. So they've got a little lounge. Where do we want the lounge? Probably not blocking that. There would work, I think. Duplicate. Because then we can do that along the back, and we can put it along there so they've got a bit of privacy, like so. We also need a couple of plants. Everyone loves a couple of plants. One in there, one in there. I might put 3 in there actually. And a water cooler. Have I got a water cooler in that room? I do not. None of my rooms have water coolers in, do they? Let's put some of those around then. So in here we will put the water cooler not there because that's being weird. because I copied and pasted it from a different angle, that's why. That's something I don't like about the game. If it's facing that angle, when you copy and paste it, it stays on that line, so... The building in this game is brilliant, and you can really do some nice things with it. But it does take some getting used to. It's not your typical layout that you expect from games. Okay, so back to this room. Do we need a couple more desks? I think a small 3D team should be fine. You're going to be 3D. We can put a bit more detail in it, into it at a later date. We'll go floors, we'll have that. Apply, and we need some colours. So I like the darker floor, I think that works very nicely. And I'm guessing it's a bit... Oh yeah, let's go with that. I don't hate that at all. Last of all, we need some... Let's put a clock on the wall. A couple of pictures over here. One there, one there. And one there. And we need some lights. Because we are in the 80s, we've got very limited choice of lights. So it was a nice basic one there. Couple more there, and one in the manager's office, one over there. There we go. So now we can go and create a new team, manage teams, new team, 2D, no that's not a 2, 2D makers, the 2D makers. Okay, so we've got that room there, that room there. We're going to assign to 2D makers, wherever they are at the top. And that room there, we're going to limit use to leaders. There we go. And we took a massive hit on... Oh, we haven't gone past midnight yet, that's why. So we need to hire a leader. I'm going to go high salary. We've got the money after all. We should really hire the best of the best. Skill sets. Now you're going in a new team, so it doesn't matter whether you get on with other team members. So we can go that one. And I'm going to go with the best. So hire you. And we made £6.6 million. And I've oh my god, Rossgo Wave X is never going to get made because... Have I? No, they haven't been in yet. Oh, I'm losing the plot. Oh no, there we go. So... Develop, assign, unassign those. Okay, so... I know, go away messages. Right, I think that is a good place to end it. Let's just do a quick review on Rossgo 2D, Outsource, and Rossgo Brain to see how they're getting along. Okay, so Rossgo 2D is coming in at 3.1. Code's acceptable, art's terrible apparently. And we're at... We need 3 art, we've got 2.4, and we need 7 code, we've got 7.14. See, that's not bad. It needs a bit of work, obviously. And let's see what Rossgo Brain is starting to look like. 2.5. Okay. Wow. And how are we on details? We're estimated code 54. We've got a while to go. Estimated art. We're actually over on art. Maybe I put too many art people on that team. Well, I'm sorry about the issues we've had this episode, but we got there in the end. Next episode I'm hoping to release the Rossgo 2D and possibly the Rossgo Wave X, because we are getting experts at producing audio systems now. You watch, I've jinxed it now. That Rossgo Wave X will plummet or something. But until next time, look after yourselves, and remember, if you like the video, please like and subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss the next one. Till next time, goodbye.